You fellas ready? Liz is right there. We'll give her a second to.
It's just being informed of what's coming.
All right. We wanted you to be present for the whole thing. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Williamsport City Council meeting. Please rise for the invocation and flag salute.
Heavenly Father, we come before you tonight with gratitude for the opportunity to serve this city and the people who call it home. We ask you for your wisdom over our discussions, our decisions, and our votes. Grant us clear minds and steady judgment and hearts that seek what is right. Help us to act with humility, integrity, and respect, even when our opinions differ. Give us the discipline to listen carefully, the courage to lead faithfully, and the compassion to remember those whose lives are affected by the work that we do here. Lord, may everything we do here tonight be carried out in a spirit of service and responsibility. We place this meeting in your hands. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Item number 3 on the agenda tonight is approval of City Council meeting minutes dated March 5th, 2026. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second. Are there any questions about the meeting minutes from March 5th? Seeing and hearing none, Mrs. Frank?
Mr. Milligan,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
Yes.
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Bider.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. Item number 4, limited courtesy of the floor. I believe we've had no requests this evening. So we'll move to item number 5.
An ordinance, transfer ordinance number 1 in final reading.
Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Livermore?
Good evening, council. This is the second reading of the transfer ordinance number 1, and this was to move money into a line item for the levy.
Are there any questions from this from last week or last meeting? Seeing and hearing none?
Mr. Milligan,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
Yes.
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Bider.
Yes, motion passes 5-0.
Thank you.
We'll move to item number 6.
An ordinance authorizing the release and satisfaction of certain mortgages held by the city in connection with home and CDBG program funded low-income homeowner rehabilitation project in final reading.
Could I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Fessler?
Yes, good evening, members of council. This is the second reading of this ordinance that applies to home rehab participants who have completed program requirements. As I mentioned in the last meeting, this would release city mortgages and remove unnecessary encumbrances on low-income homeowners and also reduce administrative burden on city staff. This went to committee and we did discuss it at the last meeting.
Are there any questions from members of council? Seeing and hearing none, Mrs. Frank?
Mr. Milligan,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
Yes.
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Bider.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. Item number 7, please.
Resolution authorizing the settlement of litigation.
Can I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
All right. So this is a resolution to authorize the settlement of litigation because the city council of the city of Williamsport has determined that it is in the best interest of the city and its people that the litigation be settled and resolved. Are there any questions from members of council? Seeing and hearing none, Mrs. Frank?
Mr. Milligan,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
Yes.
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Bider.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. Item number 8, please.
Resolution to accept donation to Brandon Park from Victorian Christmas.
Can I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Miss Peachy O'Connor, how are you this evening?
Nice to see you all. Good evening, council and in attendance, members in attendance. I'm just going to read quickly a letter that was sent to the Brandon Park Commission, February 24th, signed by the Executive Committee and our Treasurer, Tom O'Connor, regarding a donation to the Brandon Park Commission. Victorian Christmas Committee has experienced great success in the most recent years of our tour of homes that is held historically each year the weekend before Thanksgiving. In 25, we opened the event with an educational lecture about William Slack, an extremely skilled craftsman that built many of the staircases in the homes throughout the historic district. William Slack's home at Jojo Potts' house on Park Avenue, 723, Jojo and Sue Potts, was a feature of our tour of homes this year. Our event also featured the popular artisan market at the YWCA, tour of historical homes, churches, and businesses, including the Raleigh House Museum and magnificent musical performances on Saturday. We were blessed with wonderful weather this year and a successful event and a great attendance. We pulled in at least, if not more, 1,700 visitors to the city of Williamsport from various counties, multiple counties located in the central and eastern part of Pennsylvania. As a result, the continued success of this event and in line with our mission, Victorian Christmas Committee would like to present Brandon Park Commission with $1,000 designated gift to be used specifically to replace some of the trees that need replaced that are dying in Brandon Park. We wish you continued success in your efforts to showcase a serene green space that features a variety of trees, beautiful gardens, walking paths, bandshell, and benches, a perfect landmark that preserves the rich history of our region for future generations. Any
Thank you very much.
questions?
Yeah, so the question that I have is, how long has your personal involvement been with Victorian Christmas?
I was asked by Nan Young in 2010, and then I have in attendance here two friends from our Victorian Christmas Committee, Doreen Decker and Suzette Meyer. Some of the girls weren't able to attend this evening because previous commitment, but there's about 14 to 16 of us on the committee, and Nan Young is still our matriarch. We help her as best we can.
When she was here a few months ago, we got to listen to her
Yeah.
impact that she's had on Victorian Christmas and what it means to her.
And we begin our meetings, just so y'all know, in January. We've had 3 meetings already to prepare for this year already, so.
It's always a delight to see what homes you pick, and
Yeah,
I always
thank you.
get curious as to which ones may come up throughout the course of the year as we get closer to that time. And the involvement that I've had with Victorian Christmas over the years, volunteering in certain capacities, has been very rewarding.
Yeah.
And what I love to see is that it's not just Millionaires Row that
Right.
Victorian Christmas has a focus
Yeah.
on. It's the entire city of
Yeah.
Williamsport, which
One of
is
the
a
most
testament to
one of
your
the most popular
organization.
ones this year was Jojo Potts, Jojo and Sue Potts, and then the Cinemo House on Railway Street. I don't know if any of you have been down that way. It isn't in, I was involved with Williamsport Cemetery, and we've tried to continue to help clean that up because it's not owned by anyone, as you know. And like Cumming College has been very helpful in trying to do the spring cleanup. But the Cinemo House and Ed Metzger's home too. I mean, people just raved about it. And of course, the Raleigh House as well. So, we're working hard already on it. I think we may have our homes picked for the most part already, if everything goes well.
Wonderful.
But if you ever have any questions, call any of us and, we can refer you to whomever, but we're happy that, we could come this evening and share our joy and the donation to, the Brandon Park Commission. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ladies, thank you very much as well for your involvement and your entire organization. Anything from other members of council? Liz Mealy.
It's one of my ongoing regrets that because of Victorian Christmas, my restaurant is usually so busy that I very rarely get to check out any of the homes on the tour. And I heard that the one on Railway Street was particularly spectacular. So if you can ever get them to open up their house again, please let me know. Thank you very much for all that you do within the city. It's really an excellent opportunity for the city to show some of the fine homes that it has. And I know it takes a long time to organize PG, but I didn't know it took all year. Well, yeah.
Seeing and hearing nothing else, Mrs. Frank?
Mr. Milligan,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
Yes.
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Bider.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. Again, thank you very much, ladies. We greatly appreciate it. We'll move to item number 9, please, Mrs. Frank.
Resolution to reject all bids for the Pullman train car.
Could I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
All right, so what this is a resolution to reject all bids by the Williamsport City Council for the Pullman train car that we received in December. Any discussion from members of council regarding this item? Seeing, hearing none, Mrs. Frank?
Mr. Milligan,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
Yes.
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Bider.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. Item number 10, please.
A resolution, real estate reduction.
Could I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Mr. Welderoff, how are you this evening?
Evening. Good. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
So the first resolution before you is a real estate reduction resolution. There's a multitude of properties that are on here, and we're asking for the real estate reduction as a result of LERTA agreements.
Are there any questions from members of council? You may not know the answer to this because of your new tenure in the position, but how long is this real estate reduction because of fire damage going to be in place? If a certain period of time, will it be permanent? And have the owners of those parcels decided to either rebuild on those parcels or leave them empty?
Well, this resolution doesn't have any fire damage and that we're on right now. That's just for the LERTA, so.
Oh, this is the LERTA one, I'm sorry.
Yes. So so the LERTA is the improvement on the properties, and the LERTA agreement gives a reduction on the taxation of the value of the property for the improvement through a course of I believe it could be 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind clarifying the addresses for me, because I just want to make sure, because the number that I had for 10 in our Dropbox folder was actually number 13. So I have John Ryan.
Yeah, John Ryan, West Pharmaceuticals Services, FamVest, a second FamVest property,
Okay,
Drummond, Acre May Investments, Anwar, FNU, and Fisher.
okay. Got it. Any questions in regards to the LERTA by members of council? Liz Mealy?
Maybe in future, if we do have so many of these, we could try to differentiate the titles a little bit more so that, yeah. Because I did not, they're out of order in the packet or mislabeled or who knows. But anyway, so all of these exonerations relate to LERTA, but then it seems as though we also have a handful in some of the other documents that are LERTA related.
We do.
Okay. The good news is, of course, that that's a lot of tax income that we'll be seeing at some point here. Thank you, Adam. So for the record, the real estate reduction involving the LERTA items is the one that we're voting on. as
That is
item
correct.
10 on the agenda.
Yep.
Okay.
That is correct. Any other questions from members of council?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Adam. One more time for me. What are the owners listed on the resolution that you're currently looking at?
The first one would be John RT Ryan
Yep.
Enterprises. Second one would be West Farm Services.
Mhm.
And we have FamVest, XVI, and we have another just FamVest, XVII. And we have Drummond.
Mhm.
Next is an Anchor May Investments.
Thanks, Adam.
Okay.
Just want to make sure I'm looking at the right one.
Understood.
Seeing and hearing no other questions, then Mrs. Frank?
Mr. Milligan,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
Yes.
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Bider.
Yes, the real estate reduction alerta is passed 5-0. Thank you very much, everyone. So then we'll move to item number 11, please.
Resolution real estate exoneration.
Can I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Mr. Welderoff, if you wouldn't mind then just telling us names and addresses so we can have the correct file in front of us.
Before you is a real estate exoneration request for two different properties. It's going to be a Vollmer Robert and a Prophet James. Both of these are going to be veterans exemptions for the total amount. This is typical. This is something that the veterans would apply for if they're a fully disabled veteran.
Any questions from members of council regarding this item? Seeing and hearing none, Mrs. Frank?
Mr. Milligan,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
Yes.
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Bider.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. Item number 12, please.
Resolution real estate interim exoneration.
Could I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Welderoff?
Council, before you is a resolution for real estate interim exoneration for two different parcels, the Fisher parcel and the Matthews parcel. Both of them are going to be for an interim period of 5 months. The Fisher one will be because of LERTA, and the Matthews parcel will be because of a house fire.
Any questions from members of council regarding this item? Liz Mealy?
So explain to me the Fisher interim exoneration, the fact that they appear on the LERTA list. Sorry, I guess I'm just not understanding the 5-month interim bill concept and what we're reducing the value to 0 for, is that last year? Is that?
The approval date of the exemption was June 21st of 2025.
Okay. So these are both presumably things that happened mid-2025 and consequently are an exemption for the rest of 2025. And then the exemption, the LERTA exemption moving forward for the parcel would be for 26. Right?
That is my understanding. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And this probably is something you won't be able to answer for me right now, but if you could get me the answer, I'd appreciate it. Our LERTA, our residential LERTA exemption, I didn't think that exempted the entire value. I guess what I'm wondering is that number the value of the improvement? I thought we were only exempting the value of the improvement for LERTA, so I'm not sure if that number is the value of the improvement or if that's the value of the whole parcel. Right, guys? Was that,
Or-
that was my residential?
That was the residential LERTA
Okay.
language. It looks like, from looking at this document, it looks like that $809 would have been an increase because it seems far too low to be an entire property.
Right.
The assessment prior to the improvements for that property was 32,000. And since the improvement, it has gone to 113,930.
Councilwoman Mealy,
Thank you.
I can explain a little bit if you'd like. So the interim bills are just when you're partway through a taxing year that's already had a bill for it.
Mhm.
The 5-month interim is likely just from August to December of last year. If the improvement was completed in July,
Mhm.
then the billing would have already gone out for the property that was there unimproved.
Mhm.
The 5-month interim is only on the improvement, which is why you see the full exoneration, because the LERTA is based on the improvement, and this interim bill is only for that improvement since the
Right.
underlying bill was already issued last year.
Got
And
it.
if you look at the new LERTA for 2026, you can see the assessed value is 145,930. So that's the 32,000 that was prior,
Mine, and then
plus the
minus
113,930
Yeah,
that was the improvement.
Got it. All right, awesome. Thank you, Nick. And thank you, Adam.
Any other questions from members of council regarding this item? Seeing and hearing none, Mrs. Frank?
Mr. Milliken,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
Yes,
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Bider.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. Item number 13, please.
Resolution real estate reduction.
Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Welderoff.
Final resolution for real estate reduction and exoneration before you tonight. This is going to be for a reduction, once again, for the Matthews property as a result of fire damage, and for Buck Run Real Estates for fire damage also.
Are there any questions from members of council regarding this item? I'll refer back to my previous question about the parcels and potential plans.
I am not aware of any of the intent. Usually we'll hold the money in a fire escrow account. Once those improvements are made, we would then reimburse the money to those properties.
Okay. Seeing and hearing nothing else, Mrs. Frank?
Mr. Milliken,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
yes,
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Bider.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. Item number 14, please.
Resolution Tax Collection Committee Delegate Appointment.
Could I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Welderoff.
Yes, council, before you is a resolution to approve the following delegates for the Lycoming County Tax Collection Committee. This is a body that has representatives of all taxing jurisdictions, whether that be a municipality and or a school district, that is responsible for overseeing the collection and distribution of the earned income tax and net profits taxes. Currently, the contracted body that they have to do this process is Keystone Collections Group. As a primary voting member, myself is before you. As a first alternate would be Jamie Livermore, and as a second alternate would be Adam Yoder.
Are there any questions from members of council regarding this item? Seeing and hearing none, Mrs. Frank?
Mr. Milliken,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
yes,
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Bider.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. We'll move to item number 15, please.
Resolution authorizing 12 months service agreement between City Treasurer's Office and 3-1 Company.
Could I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Final one from the Mr. Welderoff show.
Yes, council, before you is a motion to approve for a 12-month contract with 3+1 Services through their Cash Best product. And what that does is it's going to provide liquidity analysis and treasury service monitoring for us. In a prior meeting on Tuesday, I had likened this to a video game. You know, we're able to play the video game very well, but we can play it even better if we have the game genie that we attach to it. What this does is it allows me to use the services of this company that has further analytics and abilities beyond the scope of what I have in my office to go out there and make sure that we're investing our money properly and give us a time frame of how we can maximize the profits for it. Ideally, this is a zero cost to the city, because when we engage in this contract, we would not continue the contract unless the processes that they're recommending that we would accomplish would make up the $18,000 and more.
Thank you very much for that. It was very informative, and you did have a representative from the company there. I believe his name was Mr. No.
Yes.
He was also very informative as well. What I'm going to do tonight is make a recommendation that we table this until next meeting. I'd like to just do some reference checks with other municipalities and counties that have used this program. And I'd also like a little bit more feedback from the administration, just to see if it would be something that they would find some benefit in. Not that your office wouldn't benefit immensely from it, but I think 2 weeks' time would be sufficient for us to get that information. And you had mentioned some other counties and municipalities in that meeting on Tuesday. So if you wouldn't mind getting us that information in an email form so we can start to do our due diligence, we would greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right.
I'll second your motion to table.
Mrs. Frank, on the motion to table.
Mr. Milliken,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
Yes,
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Bider.
Yes, motion to table passes 5-0. Mr. Waldorf, thank you very much. Move to item number 16, please.
Resolution awarding landscape architect services for Youngswood Park Improvement Project.
Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Scott.
Good evening, Council President Leiter, members of council. I have a resolution to present for consideration. This resolution authorizes the award of professional services agreement to Hunt Engineers, architects, land surveyors for landscape architect services to construct improvements at Young's Woods Park. Hunt services will be as follows. Task 1 is design specifications, meetings, and bidding for $37,095. Task 2 is construction supervision for $1,925 for a total lump sum figure of $39,020 as of their attached proposal dated March 4th, 2026. We got 3 proposals. We put out an RFP. We got 3 proposals from 3 firms, and Hunt was the lowest responsible bid. We've also worked with Chris Kaiser in the past on both the Elm Park and the Newberry Park projects. Just a little bit about the project. The project would be a comprehensive revitalization of the 3-acre neighborhood park in the East End, with a special emphasis on its all-inclusive amenities. The park's facilities will be improved in terms of safety, accessibility, and community enjoyment for people of all abilities. The amenities will include the construction of inclusive playground, ADA compliant pavilion, pathways, 2 fenced-in pickleball courts, lighting, landscaping, a new parking lot with accessibility connections, a single-user precast restroom, trash receptacles, bike racks, and a park entry kiosk. This project is funded by grants. The grants are from the State Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, the State Department of Community and Economic Development, and also a grant from the All One Foundation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Scott. Are there any other questions from members of council? Liz Mealy.
so even the design is being funded by grant funding in this case?
There is a match.
Okay,
There's different grant programs here involved. I think there's a match for, is it the C2P2? Yeah,
So the C2P2 grant is $403,200. That grant actually requires a 50% match. So we applied for a DCED Greenways, Trails and Recreation Program grant, of which we got $80,000. So then we applied to the All One Foundation for the balance, which is $323,290, which leaves $0 investment by the city of Williamsport.
okay. So all the matches are met by other contributors. Excellent. I was gonna say that had been my understanding. Okay. And that's, it's certainly exciting to see that park getting a bit of an overhaul. I think it has needed it for a minute. Can I make one request, Chris, when you're doing the design? As long as we're putting a bathroom in there, could we also have some water access? Okay, that's really all I care about. The number of kids who don't have water at a park is,
Water fountain part of the building.
yeah, exactly. I think that a restroom is an excellent thing to see there, and would be wise to consider as we revitalize other parks in our, but water access is really key in the summertime. Sometimes, there are kids who just get kicked out of the house, including mine sometimes. And it'd be good for them to have a place to get a drink. So, thanks.
Anything else from other members of council? Thank you, gentlemen, very much. Mrs. Frank?
Mr. Milliken,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
Yes.
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Bider.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. We'll move to item number 17, please.
Resolution authorizing professional services agreement between the city and Daily Consulting LLC.
Could I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Livermore, welcome back.
Good evening again. This resolution is authorizing professional services agreement between the city of Williamsport and Daily Operation Consulting for financial consulting services. We did have a discussion about this at the committee meeting the other day. This is for as-needed consulting services, just on an as-needed basis to make sure that we ensure that we are staying compliant with our audits in upcoming ventures like the levy, debt management items, some cash transitioning, things like that, that we have someone with some specialized background to be able to consult with for questions or any needs that the city has in that manner.
Are there any questions from members of council regarding this item? Liz Mealy.
Just for the record again, Jamie, where did you say that we were taking the funding for this from?
It depends on what we use it for. If for any reason we had questions or needed help with any type of auditing, we could take it from the auditing services. If not, it would come from the finance department, contracted services.
Okay, and we have reason to believe that we'll have money in both
Yes.
of those items to cover
Yeah.
this. Great, okay, thank you.
Seeing and hearing nothing else, Mrs. Frank?
Mr. Milligan,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
Yes,
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Bider.
Yes, motion passes 5-0.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. Move to item number 18, please.
Resolution authorizing the purchase of internet service from River Valley Internet.
Could I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Black, how are you this evening?
Doing well. Good evening, Council President Bider, members of council. This is a resolution to provide internet service to 200 Rikers Ave, the old fire station up there. That's in anticipation of the codes department moving there. We've used River Valley Internet on a number of different projects for the city, and they've always been really great pricing wise and performance wise. This would be at a cost of $250 a month for a 2-year contract with an install fee of $500. This will be coming out of the general fund budget, as this was all came together after budget last year.
Any questions from members of council regarding this item? Liz Mealy.
Jamie, when he says it's coming out of the general fund budget, what does that mean in this context?
We
didn't leave any
have,
money in there.
we have rent money for the codes department
Okay.
that won't be used for rent. So the remainder of that rent will be used for the little things that are needed at Rikers Ave.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Seeing and hearing nothing else, Mrs. Frank?
Mr. Milligan,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
Yes,
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Bider.
Yes, motion passes 5-0.
Thank you.
We'll move to item number 19, please.
Resolution rejecting all quotes received for emergency owner occupied housing rehabilitation, housing inspection services related to CDBG funded owner occupied housing rehabilitation.
Could I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Daly.
Good evening, members of council. As was previously stated, this resolution would allow us to reject the singular quote received in our RFQ to seek out emergency housing rehabilitation inspection services that we put out back in February. We did not believe we had the information necessary to accept this, as we didn't have any other items to sort of judge it against. This resolution would also allow us to seek out additional ways for us to conduct these inspection services, as the homeowners that we have in this program have been waiting, unfortunately, far longer than I think any of us or the homeowners anticipated when the program is intended to be an emergency rehab program.
Any questions from members of council regarding this item? Liz Mealy.
and we do think that we can find an alternative.
Yeah,
step out there?
so in anticipation of this item being on here, we wanted to proactively go out and try and see what other resources may be available.
Mhm.
So the next item would be to enter into an agreement to do these services.
Okay, and do we think that we can do that? I mean, are we anticipating that like our next council meeting or something like
It
that?
would be the next item.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I looked at most of the agenda. I didn't look at the next item. Sorry
It
about
was
that.
item 21, I'm sorry, but
And there we go. Thank you, Austin.
Seeing and hearing nothing else, Mrs. Frank?
Mr. Milligan,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
Yes.
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Ryder.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. Item number 20, please.
Resolution approving the adoption of CDBG funded emergency owner occupied single family housing rehabilitation policy and procedure.
Could I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Daly.
yes, so this is a resolution that would approve the adoption of our policies and procedures for the CDBG Emergency Rehab program. The key addition in the policies and procedures would be that we would like to work with Step Inc. to perform the emergency rehab inspections for us. This is something that they have, we've been in communication with them to do. They have their own in-house crews that are able to handle this matter. And additionally, they would be able to perform the work for us. So we would be able to cut out the time period that we would have to go out for bids on the construction. They would basically be able to go in and do the home walkthrough and then mobilize a crew immediately after that. So that is the step item is the next item on the agenda. So I'm not sure how we want to handle the vote here. I think voting on to accept step or to deny step first, and then because we don't want to adopt the policies and procedures with them in there, and then you see what I'm saying?
I have confidence that
Okay,
they would
Thank you.
pass.
sorry about that.
That's quite all right. Are there any questions regarding item number 20 from members of council? Seeing and hearing none, Mrs. Frank?
Mr. Milligan,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
Yes.
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Ryder.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. Item number 21, please.
Resolution authorizing subrecipient agreement with STEP to carry out the CDBG Emergency Owner Occupied Single Family Rehabilitation Program.
Could I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
All right, moment of truth, Mr. Daly.
Yeah, so this would allow us to utilize our 2024 and 2025 CDBG funds that we had previously allocated towards the emergency rehab program to subrecipient those funds out to STEP so that they could administer the program's inspection and construction services on our behalf.
Any questions from members of council regarding this item? Liz Mealy.
How long from this agreement until we can start helping these people with the needs that they've been?
So if voted on, we would reach out to STEP tomorrow to, because it does have a adopted date of tonight. So
Right.
we would work with them and they've already sort of been briefed on the homes that are involved in this. So they're confident that their teams can get out and do those. Once we get these three cleared up, the remaining funds, we're able to then process the next folks who have been qualified in that list. We didn't want to have 5 or 6 houses waiting without knowing how the bids would come in, but with having STEP doing the inspection and this, we're able to get more accurate construction pricing because they know what it'll be beforehand. So
Right.
if the third one comes in and we have room for a fourth one, we can move them up.
Got it.
So we'll be
I'm
pretty
assuming this was an option that we weren't aware of in February when we put it out for bid?
quick. No,
Okay.
I mean, we approached them, but it wasn't something that, I think we just had, wires crossed unfortunately.
okay.
But
I wasn't sure whether it was like we had to go through this annoying bidding process to get to a place where we could utilize STEP, but it was just like things we didn't know until. I understand you're now on the board, Val. Yeah, that's helpful. And, but that's excellent. I'm glad that they can perform these services for us, but and I'm glad that we've figured that out and that we can get this taken care of. Thanks, Eric.
Seeing and hearing nothing else, Mrs. Frank?
Mr. Milligan,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
Yes.
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Ryder.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. Mr. Daly, thank you very much.
thank you all.
Move to item number 22, please.
Resolution of Lycoming County 2026 Hazard Mitigation Plan Update Jurisdiction, adoption.
Can I have a motion, please? So moved.
Second.
Mr. Williams.
Good evening, council. So this item, it's relatively routine. So every 5 years, the county updates the county hazard mitigation plan. This is a federally required document. So in a nutshell, the county develops a hazard mitigation plan, then all the municipalities, all 52 municipalities are then expected to adopt the plan as well. Because according to federal law, if there's a federally declared disaster here, we would be ineligible to receive disaster recovery funds if we don't adopt the plan. So that is why this has come to us for adoption from the county. Now, I will say, it's an excellent plan. I was involved in the plan development process while I was still at the county, and then after I came to the city as well. The consultant team and the planning team that was involved, excellent. The other great thing about it is any specific projects that we have for hazard mitigation in the city, if they're reflected in the plan, it increases our chances of getting grant funding. So the levy is in there, stormwater management, Graphius Run, they're all in there specifically mentioned as needs for the city. So that does open us up for some FEMA grants to do those projects.
Wonderful. Any questions regarding this item? Seeing and hearing none, Mrs. Frank?
Mr. Milligan,
Yes.
Mr. Mackey,
Yes.
Ms. Mealy,
Yes.
Mr. Pelisi,
Yes.
Mr. Ryder.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Item number 23, except for filing, we have nothing to accept for filing this evening, so we will move to item number 24, announcements. The next regularly scheduled city council meeting will be held on Thursday, April 2nd, 2026 at 7 p.m. here at Trading Transit 2. Upcoming meetings, Tuesday, March 24th at 11:30 a.m. is the Redevelopment Authority. Tuesday, March 31st at 1 p.m. is the Committee of the Whole. Monday, April 6th at 12 p.m. the Planning Commission. Thursday, April 2nd, 7 p.m. our regularly scheduled city council meeting. And Friday, April 3rd, City Hall will be closed for Good Friday. Are there any comments from members of the public this evening? Any comments from members of City Council?
I've got a surprise announcement.
You're pregnant.
I'm happy to announce that we're gonna have 2026 Williamsport Earth Day celebration. You're all invited. It's gonna be on April 25th in Brandon Park. It's hosted by the Responsible Decarbonization Alliance in the city of Williamsport. We're hoping for family-oriented stuff and activities and art and music. We should have at least one concert at the band shell. And it will be from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. on Saturday, the 25th of April.
Thank you.
Surprise.
Thank you very much for that. My announcement is nowhere near as exciting. We will have a very brief executive session after this meeting to discuss litigation. Do we have any comments from the administration this evening? Any comments from the news media? Seeing, hearing nothing else, I'll make a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you very much, everybody.